Are we doing it for real though?
Yeah. Do you have some dumb shit to say?
Not here to for real, he asks.
I wonder if I made the 7-second thing there. Oops, I said a bad word. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to Shrimp Hours, number 70.
I just found this dumbass picture of Jason Leffler. You gotta show that shit.
Leffler or Keller?
Leffler.
Which one of these am I showing? You sent 3 pictures.
The one at the bottom.
Well,
the most recent one.
He was talking about
how
Jason
am I supposed to know that?
Yeah, but this is Jason Leffler. Like Google, like.
Yeah, they're in order.
If you're listening to this on an audio platform, I'm sorry.
Look at that hair.
Oh, there's no song on this page.
Look at my boy.
All right.
Was he on The Incredibles?
Might have been.
Hi, I'm Drive Through. Cody's here, Slap's here, Rusty's here, Ben's here.
Hello.
I think this is 72. Or is it 73?
I've lost track at
73?
This is genuinely the first one that I don't know the answer to.
There's too many.
God damn it.
73. 73.
Damn,
Yeah, I was
we've
right.
been doing this far too long. You guys should not have let us get this far.
We're almost halfway done with the second season.
That's crazy. Get your season 1 merch before it's fucking gone.
Boy,
okay.
eat it out of an airlock.
Buy him up, guys.
Let's get the NASCAR stuff out of the way first. This is like old news at this point since the fucking social media news cycle is like a single day and something's old, but the NASCAR TV deal came out like the day after we recorded the past podcast.
Dude.
Where they're on
say,
like
it feels like a
5
month ago.
different channels. So better get subscribing and or stealing.
Who said that?
No one. What the hell is it even on? All I know is Fox and NBC, and then they're doing like a TNT summer thing, and then there's a Twitch thing, and then there's some other crap thrown in too, right? Isn't there a 5th thing?
Is there
Well,
Peacock or
CW's
is that
doing Xfinity,
I don't know
and
what
then
that
Fox
means.
is going to continue doing trucks, which sucks.
Isn't Peacock doing like a third of the Xfinity races? Or did I misread that
The
somewhere?
cock.
I probably should have
No,
brought this up.
CW's
but,
doing
like,
all of Xfinity.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
All of it.
Mm-hmm.
right, because
Yeah,
they did Fox first.
So who they got on that?
Good
God.
question.
I probably should have brought up this actual timeline because you can tell how much sense this makes when like they're putting the Cup Series season on 5 different channels, and all the old time NASCAR fans are like, hell yeah. Is that a good
You
thing?
kids never learned back
I
in the
didn't.
day when everything was on like 6 different channels, 6 different races in a row.
No, it was like 9 different channels back in the day.
It'd be on TBN, it'd be TNN, it'd be on TNT, CBS.
ESPN2 had exactly 1 race a year.
Remember when NBC and Fox like flip-flop doing the 500 every year?
Yeah, that was weird.
We need to go
God,
back to that.
TV deals are such a fucking mess. I literally can't keep up with this.
Can you imagine Dale Jr. calling the Daytona 500? That'd be fucking sick.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh, there's a crash! Instead of what we got last year on the white flag, we're just like, they're in the wall.
Yeah, but they're gonna have
That's a good
it'd be
call.
Rick Allen going, Ricky Stenhouse! Ricky Stenhouse!
I literally can't even find the thing where they announced this. Oh, here we go. I found a Bob
one
tweet.
to end under green for once.
Oh, no, there's only 4 things that the Cup Series is going to be on. It's going to be it's going to be on Fox and FS1 and Amazon Prime and TNT and NBC and USA. So I hope you can keep up. And then Xfinity, I think, will only be on the CW. I still don't know what that is. And trucks will only be on FS1, which we don't get in this country. So
It's the channel they play reruns of sitcoms that ended like 20 years ago on.
oh, great.
Like
Pretty
Everybody
much.
Loves Raymond and shit like that. King
It
of
used to be the
Queens.
WB, the Warner Bros. Channel.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Don't tell Ed or Caleb.
Both dead, by the way. Rest in peace. All right. The other
Have a
sort of
chicken wrap in their
NASCAR,
honor.
the other NASCAR news bit that just came out is they wanted to. I mean, I guess this is rumors that they want to finally make a car to combine all their international series, so like a Brazil, Canada, European kind of thing, and they want to do some sort of like race of champions deal where they get all the best dudes from the international series and maybe pit them against American dudes.
I mean,
which
it's
I think,
clear what the choice should be. It's the Penny's car.
well, I think this is a clear path to NASCAR introducing some kind of weird next gen thing that sucks everywhere, and I'm concerned.
It would be way too expensive for those small teams to be able to afford that kind of thing.
It's true, but if they're gonna do some universal thing, they're gonna have to change some shit somewhere. Like, it's gonna be expensive. But I do appreciate everyone going out, especially I think it was Matt Weaver on Twitter who was like, "Don't fuck up the Pinty series at all."
Yeah. But the Euro series pretty much runs somewhat similar body and everything
Similar.
to the Pinties. I don't know
Similar, but
how
not the same.
exact they would be as far as the rule set goes or the engineering goes behind that.
If they just run Pinties everywhere, I'll be happy. Just put different bodies on them. We're good. And then, as far as what's Twitter doing this week, this recording comes actually very, very timely, since at some point this afternoon, some dude leaked the GTA 6 trailer onto Twitter, which is hilarious. And then GTA just were like, "All right, here's the trailer. We won't make you wait until the morning," which honestly I'm fine with. Some people were very like immensely broken up that their morning GTA 6 watch party, like trailer watch parties, were messed up. Like,
Was that even
Really?
a
who
thing?
cares? Yeah, dude. Some like it's like I don't want to like rag on people who are ragging on stuff, but like Rockstar people
will
were
have a
like,
job.
we're like, "Oh no, I can't believe this! Like, it just ruined our shit." Like, I'm
I can't
so
believe this. I
sad.
can't fucking stream this fucking thing and make a tons of money. I gotta stream right now.
There's even people in the NASCAR space who are putting up things like, "Oh, everything's ruined now. Everything gets leaked. You can't just like, we can't have fun anymore, man."
Dude, shit's been
Yeah.
getting leaked forever and all time. I remember when they leaked like the first 5 episodes of Game of Thrones season 5, or that everybody was like just losing their fucking minds.
Did you
Dude,
see
back
some
in GTA 4, people were leaking images and shit like that, and I was following that like from day one.
There was a like a Rockstar employee's kid who posted a bunch of footage on TikTok, which popped off I think a couple days ago, and it's just like vertical footage of a screen with just some like shots of the city. But anyway, they did finally put the trailer out, and everyone's like, "Cool," and it says coming 2025. So we got a couple years, but that's no surprise. Game looks good.
Yay,
I don't
GTA
know.
5 races
There's
for at least another year.
There's a lot of overanalyzing that people can do with the trailer, but I just think it looks cool.
It just looks neat.
Yeah. They did a cute little thing with the like Instagram reel Florida man type thing, and it just looks like there's more things. Like each shot of the city, there's just cars and people everywhere, which is all I
like that.
want, really.
I like that shot of the alligator they're dragging out of the pool. I want to,
Yeah.
I want to wrestle a gator in the game. That's gonna be the first thing I want to do.
And there's that security footage of the gator walking into the convenience store.
I haven't watched it yet. I only watched the beginning. Do they show any actual gameplay?
They don't.
Okay.
It's
Is
just
it
like
so? Is it all
cinematic
in-game
stuff.
engine rendered stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, it does look like GTA 5, but with
More.
better graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they sort of like vaguely introduce the main characters. It's like this young couple of the well, it's the two characters that we've already seen from the leaks from the Toronto office, so we already know what's up there. But it looks like they're the sort of, you play as each of them as the main characters, and that's kind of it. It's not like a 3-dude triangle like GTA 5 was. But whatever, I don't think people will be that excited about the story mode since everyone's forgotten about the GTA 5 one after a year. Anyway, I guess we'll roll into the media check-in since we're already kind of there. I want to say, last week we recorded the podcast when someone had asked us about the game Lethal Company, and we were like, okay, we'll play the game after the podcast.
And now we're obsessed.
Yeah,
let's
we're
Go ahead
on
and
it.
pull
It's
up
over.
go ahead and pull up the Steam stats of everyone's play hours
Oh, no.
since last week's podcast.
I only had the
22.6.
only had that one session, but it went on for like 6 hours.
Dude, we're cracked out. It's bad.
22.6 hours.
And like the
Is that
first
the-
couple nights, we had no idea what the hell we were doing. So there's just hilarious clips of us failing miserably. But now we are a well-oiled machine. We are like,
Well lubed.
day starts, we know exactly what we're doing. Get in, get out. People have their roles. We still get fucked on like the 7th quota, but you know.
Yeah, according to Steam, drive through 22.6 hours, myself 18.2 hours, Ed 15.4 hours, Ben 9 hours, CMR 5 hours, Slap 4 hours. Yeah, we've
CMR
cracked on
5
this
hours,
game.
by the way, was all last
Was
night.
yesterday.
When he played the game for the first time and we just went ham. We went on a tear. That game's incredible.
Doing that right after we're getting done recording.
Can we talk about the mine clip?
We could probably pull up some clips to talk about
Yeah.
since we got a few on Twitter.
Can we? Do you want to pull those up?
I mean,
Hold
they're
on.
on my and your Twitter. I mean, it's nothing.
Well,
we
I have
haven't
the
done a
one from
zillion
the
times on
group.
the podcast.
The mine one is from the group chat.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I didn't realize that.
Just go to our Twitters and watch the clips. It's funny.
Yeah, there you go.
There's just bits of us being stupid there's these mines on the ground and the dude in the control room can like disable them, but it's only for a brief moment. So you have to kind of like work together, but you can only talk on the walkie-talkies and then type the thing in. You can't do both at the same time. And Cody fucked and got blown across the room and it was glorious.
I sacrificed myself so you guys didn't get blown up.
Oh, dude, my favorite bit was when we went through the main entrance. I forget what map it is, but it's one of the ones that we normally go to like all the time. And then we like go through the main entrance, and we realize really quickly like there's not a whole lot going on there. And they're like, "Hey, let's go around to the fire exit. Let's see what's going on over there."
Yeah.
And then Cody's like, "All right." I'm relatively new to the game. Cody says, "I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna like let you know that it's clear on the walkie-talkie." I'm like, "All right, cool." And he goes through. Don't hear anything. I'm like, Cody, and like nothing. And I'm just like, I don't think I should go through that door. And I just like radio Ben and Davin. And I'm just like, Cody's fucking dead. I'm heading back. The fire exit's a no-go.
My
Take what we have
favorite
and go back.
My favorite moments in that game when it feels like a movie is when like you find out someone's died or someone just loses radio contact and you're like, oh, he's dead. We gotta just get back to the ship, figure it out.
It's worse when like you're following one person, like you're in a terminal, and then like, okay, let me go ahead and check on the other people, and it's just no movement whatsoever. It's like, uh-oh.
Or like we're getting back to the ship and there's a friggin' dinosaur guarding it and there's like 2 guys left. Everyone else is dead, just laying out either in the ship or out of the ship. You just have to like scramble to get out of there.
Dude,
That's
the
so unfair.
on the forest map is fucking scary because
Yes.
Yeah, the big
because
boys.
if you're like first person and like the Titan like picks you up, like you just see like a bunch of like jumbling of your screen and then it's just like, oh, you died. When you watch somebody else, like after you're already dead, you see them like third person camera and like they get their fucking face bitten off and then like their body thrown out. You're just like, oh, that's what that's like. Okay, that's what happened to me. That's
There's a
fucking
great
horrifying.
clip of me being crouched in the ship in like absolute silence because I don't want to attract any monsters. And Ed gets grabbed off of the ladder by one of the big dudes, and he says, "Well, I'm dead," and then just gets crunched by the friggin' monster.
My personal favorite, I think, to date was when DT and I had both died and we were talking amongst each other in the dead ether. And it was Caleb and Ben, right? Who were back at the ship, but they just weren't in any rush to get going.
Oh yeah, they're just
And there's
sitting
the
around
monster
talking
just
to each
sitting
other.
outside of the door, and we're like, "Oh, that door's gonna open." They just have no idea.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
It was
when you
Ben
hit
and
the
Jacob,
button
I
to-
think.
when you hit the button to close the doors, they only stay closed for like a minute and then they just open up again. And they're just like, they close the doors and they're like, doo, just talking amongst themselves, figuring it out. And I'm like, just hit the button. You got to fly the ship out of there. That door's going to open. And sure enough, it opens. The dude walks in and eats them
Bomb
both.
rushes.
Unfortunately, that was like the first or second day that I played, so I didn't even know that you had to hit the button to fucking make the ship go.
God,
Dude,
damn.
it was Jacob too. Yeah, it was Ben and Jacob because Ben gets eaten.
You were the guys that got lost that one time too, when you had to like go back to the
Yes.
ship and you kept
Yep.
going back to the door to the fucking dungeon.
Dude, it's always like in those situations, it's always the person that's like the least experienced with the game is the last to die. So just all their comrades that like know what to do in those situations are just all dead, and they're just face to face with a monster.
So we're just fucking going in circles.
Just terrified, just having no idea what to do. In Jacob's case, anytime he's like been face to face with death, he's just completely frozen and just accepted his fate and basically just walked into the jaws.
I respect it.
Just
He's like, "Yeah, I'm
realizes
dead."
there's no escape. Just
Yep.
I'll just get it over with.
It's amazing how much we've played that game, like how comfortable we are with the first few worlds, and like seeing the little grabby dudes, we're like, yeah, whatever, that's fine. But we haven't even visited like the 4 hardest worlds yet, because it's Rusty.
Great
caught that,
choice
'cause
of drink there, Cody.
It's genuinely that scary.
A little pony squeak when you sipped it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have caught it.
That's making good noise.
A little squeak on the mic.
For the audio listeners, Cody's drinking one of those friggin' My Little Pony drinks. God damn it, you found one too.
Yeah, shouts out to fucking Davin. Like, first time I like encounter an enemy, it's like the little grabby like bug dudes like running around. He's like, "Oh yeah, dude, he's no problem. Just like leave him alone. He'll leave you alone." And I'm just like, and then he just like comes after like Davin, and he just
If he starts flying, you gotta run.
Yeah, I don't know who started the rumor that those little bug guys don't hurt you, because that is definitely not
like,
true.
He kills me, and I'm like, Davin, you fucking liar.
I might have forgotten to tell you that when they start flying, you gotta run. But when they're walking around, it's fine.
Still, one of my favorite clips is one of the early ones where all of you guys just go in the fucking quicksand. It's
God,
like
the
it's
quicksand.
Cody, and then it's Ed goes, "Well, I'm going to get my ship."
Dude, we went back to the quicksand last night, and we had like 6 dudes, and we're like, okay, guys, don't fall into the quicksand. If you start sinking, you gotta back up. And immediately the ship lands. Cody gets on the railing, jumps off, and sinks into the quicksand. And we all watch him do it, and we're like, "Oh my god!"
It's like, welp.
Shouts out to that one level that we were at, where there's like a river and like a rickety bridge between the ship and
the forest
main place.
level.
And then we're coming in there, and it's like we've been there before, and so I'm kind of familiar with it. I was like, I think it's to the left, like straight off right here. And I think I have to go off to the side or something. And then like Cody's like, yeah, it's right here. And then he just jumps off into the fucking river.
Oh yeah, when he was like, "Yeah, the thing's this way," and he falls off the cliff and drowns. We
My
also
confidence has led me into some bad places.
I almost followed him like straight up. I was just like, oh, he's just going right there. I'll go with him. And then I was like, whoa. And I just see like Cody's like nameplate just descend into the darkness.
Dude, I found a clip while I was editing, because I'm gonna put out some of these videos on YouTube. Just some more recordings.
Caleb, which by the way, Caleb's supposed to edit a thing for this channel. I have no idea how that's going, but
one clip that like
maybe you'll see it.
one clip I don't think we had ever acknowledged or even talked about, just kind of went under the radar like with all the other ones. We walked into the pit room, and Ed was like, "Hey, look out, like this is the room like we fell into a pit," and he literally a second later he just walks off the edge and dies.
We also one more time last night we went to a quicksand level, and everyone got in the facility, and we're like, okay, everyone's here, right? Where's Cody? And Cody, of course, 0 for 3 at the quicksand level. Didn't make it to the front door again.
I still have that recording. I still have that recording. The part that I sank into, they walked back and forth over like that exact spot perfectly fine.
They
like without
loosened it up.
sinking. Yeah, I packed the ground for them with my body. My corpse. They were walking on it to get across the quicksand.
Yeah, my favorite bit's when everybody like gets back to the ship after running their errands. Like, I'm gonna run shit back. Like, I'm gonna go for this thing, and then like everybody comes back. Like, all right, head count. All right, we're short one guy.
And then he can go on the
Check the
computer
terminal.
and see where he's at.
Buddy? And he's
There's
just
just a
fucking
body.
dead.
Just a motionless dot in a monster's nest, just deep within the abyss of the level.
And then
The
Ben
game-
will be like Ben gives like some of the worst directions of all time. Just like sometimes, like 80% of the time he's pretty good. Like 20% of the time he's just like, "There's a dot over there." I was like, "Well, like an item?" He's just like, "No, there's just a dot."
Yeah, he's like, there's a small dot.
Yeah,
And Slap and I like, is it
experience on the
good? Is it
terminal. Yeah.
bad? Like, what
So
is-
like on my screen they're like red circles, so that's why I'm saying like dots, where the items are like triangles.
Or Ben will be like, there's a guy near you. There's a bad guy near you, and I'm like, which way? Like, where is he? I can't see him.
Look, these things happen. I'm panicking for you guys.
It's true.
Is there a way to communicate from the grave yet, or you just kind of still got to wait till the end of the round?
It's like Among Us, so you can talk to the
Okay.
dead dudes and laugh, and it's usually pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, I kind of like that setup. How you can follow the guys and you can hear them, but they can't hear you.
Yeah, and you can like spectate any of the dudes,
As well as the radio effects. It's like
prey upon their
perfect
downfall.
walkie-talkie.
Dude, the audio, the sound design in that game is phenomenal. It's so good. Hearing dudes at a distance or over the radio.
That thumping noise. is
Hearing
off, yeah.
Gabe
Yeah, or the
fucking
bad
drop
guys.
down the fucking
the quicksand.
no, well the quicksand
Ed
would
underwater.
move, but when Gabe fell down the shaft in one of the
Oh,
dungeon
yeah.
rooms, it's like ah!
And it just gets cut.
Shouts out to me for like the first 2 worlds. I didn't realize you had to like key up the walkie-talkie by hitting like left click so that you could talk into it. And so I just thought if you just turned it on with the Q button, like it was on, you could just like talk into it so long as it was selected. Like, no, you got to like cue it up and hit the mouse button. So people
Slap
are like,
just
"Where's Slap?
talking to
Where's
himself.
Slap?" And I'm like, I'm here. And they're like, he's dead. Leave him. I'm like, no.
Now that you guys have the mod to expand the party size from 4, and I don't know what the limit is. What do you feel like is the
The
best?
limit's like 20, I think.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
is it?
go.
Oh,
You can go
never mind.
out farther.
What's the most fun party size you've had, or what's the optimal party size?
The more, the better. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it gets kind of chaotic, but with 6 dudes, we had a really good time.
Nah, the more hands you have to be taking shit back, the better.
Yeah. And we had such a good run going where we even were like buying ship upgrades. So we bought a little like toilet and a shower and a little TV and a table and
Dude,
Oh,
that-
that,
that
toilet,
run
like,
where
you're just sitting on it, just like flushing it and just pretending to take a shit.
I gotta find there's a clip of us last night of like 6 of us squeezed into the shower at the same time.
When we died in the final game, we all just went into the shower for our final cleansing before we got yeeted into space.
Yeah,
It
the
is kinda
final
sad.
round, you got all this money. It's like, fuck it, let's just spend it all.
Yeah, because once you get like a few weeks in, you have like more money than you know what to spend, but you can't like make enough quota for the monster to be happy.
We made it to quota 8 last night, right?
Well,
didn't
we
beat it, though.
completed 7, and yeah,
Yeah.
we couldn't finish 8.
Damn, that was a good run.
It was a damn good run. I just want to play the game again, dude. It's so much fun.
We should play it on podcast. Fuck it, let's load up right now. I'm load up still.
Yeah. We should just podcast from the friggin' ship, just over walkie-talkies.
Yeah, have the proximity chat effect on the podcast.
I have one memory that I can't get out of my head of Gabe Woods slurping noodles over the mic when we're sitting in the ship and just hearing it in like one of my ears. I'm like, oh my god, dude, stop.
Dude, Gabe's a great person for like horror game sound bites. He's had some great screams while getting eaten or like ambushed by a monster.
My favorite one was when he closed the door on Cody. He's like, he
Yeah.
was dead anyway. Fuck him.
Yeah. And that clip when he gets eaten, his scream is phenomenal. That's like a genuine, like terrified, just
I remember like the first time me and Davin got eaten, it was just like Davin's just like, oh, the boogeyman's after us. Like, what do you mean the boogeyman?
Dude, yeah.
The dude
So-
with the fucking spikes that there's no fucking counter to, and he just like eats
No,
Davin. I'm
there's-
like running down there. I'm like closing doors. I'm like, he's not gonna come through the door, is he? He's not gonna come through the door.
I
And he
found
comes
the
through door,
counter.
like, no!
I figured out that he'll only like diddle you if you're alone. So if you just have a friend, he won't boogeyman you. Cody, you good there?
It's just very interesting phrasing you chose there.
He only diddles you if he can find you alone.
Exactly. So you have to have a buddy. The buddy system works very well. Honestly, one of the best runs we had was when I think there was 4 of you in the building and I was on the ship. And you just like stuck together and just systematically cleared this whole dungeon. Like went down each path, grabbed all this shit, cleared that out, went to the next room, cleared it out, and then you get to the nuke room, grab the nuke and get out. It was great. I felt amazing. It's like it's funny when you're bad, and it's like it's just like crack when you're good and you're just running a fucking efficient machine.
We need Rusty in this game. We need Rusty,
Yes,
Ed,
tonight.
Cody, just like total toxicity.
I get really toxic really fast. Like
There's some Caleb moments that you'd be. There was some moments that were testing me. There was one last night where like there was a little friggin' face grabber dude. He was chasing us, and we all got in the room, and I closed the door, and I like locked him out, and I was like, whew, and I was getting on the radio, and then someone opened the door, and then he grabbed my face and killed me, and I was like, who did you animal?
I love Caleb.
There's another one. We got a thing installed in the ship.
That's a
where
good bit. I'm not gonna lie.
some
Dude, there's so many of those.
some of the monsters will like be attracted to sound, but some of them will like be scared and run away. And we had a thing installed in the ship where it's this like really loud like horn. And I was like, Caleb, there's a dog next to the ship, and that's one of the dudes you gotta like be quiet for. And I'm like, Caleb, be careful, there's a dog. And I just hear the horn go boo, and I'm like, oh my god. And he's like, oh, I was you know, dragging it away from you. We come back to the ship later, Caleb's dead. And I'm like, all right.
And I think it's either that round or like the very next one where like the same thing, like those dogs were lurking around, and someone radioed him like, Caleb, those things are attracted to noise, like you gotta be quiet. And literally every 3 seconds after, like, hey, where are you guys? Hey, I think there's something outside the ship. Hey, I hear something moving around, and it's just lurking there waiting for the. And yeah, the door pops open, he gets eaten, and I think DT like dove in there and saved us all. Otherwise, we would have had like $1,500
me and
worth of
Ed,
crap
yeah.
just lost.
And it's one of those, it's the worst when you're dead and you're just watching someone biff it and you're just like, shut up, shut the fuck up, please.
Or they're on the ship and you know the monsters are out there and they're just not hitting the button. It's like, oh, before that door pops open and eats everyone. And you just see nothing but bloodshed inside the ship.
Genuinely a fantastic video game. So that's Lethal Company and your media check-in. We will probably be like 4 levels better by next week since we're still cracked out on it.
We're gonna.
We have yet to touch the hard levels.
They're so scary. Like even the medium ones, like you have to be so efficient because like the longer the day goes on, the more like bad dudes come out and diddle you, and like once you get late at night, like you're fucked. So anytime, there's one time where I was dead and these guys are having this long ass conversation at the door about like who's gonna carry what, how are we gonna get back to the ship, like what things should we leave behind, what should we grab, and I'm like, just wasting time. There's friggin' dudes coming out, and sure enough, they all died.
Yeah, next thing you know, it's like 10 p.m. They like haven't even made the trek back to the ship yet.
It sort of evokes like a Minecraft-esque feeling of when you're like caving and you're like, oh, am I gonna go too deep? Am I not gonna be able to get back out? But everything's like fast paced because you have to do everything before midnight, and it just ramps up throughout each day as the dudes get worse and worse.
And the stakes get higher and higher.
Yeah. Great fucking game. And that game's made by one dude. It's just like one friggin' like 20-year-old furry on Twitter who was like, I'm gonna make this game. Not a meme. Like instead of a company logo on the splash screen, it's just his Twitter @
That's just how it works sometimes when
It's
people
just good
find a
game
video
design.
game. It's just like how Among Us happened. Like people started streaming it, it got fucking big.
Wasn't Among Us like 4 years old when it blew up in 2020?
Well,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
Fortnite was a couple years old before it popped off too.
Yeah, it was a tower defense game. It was a single player tower defense game.
Dude, they have racing in that now too. For some reason, I don't know. It doesn't
Yeah,
entice
people
me.
figured out with the Fortnite engine, you could just do whatever the fuck you wanted to.
Yeah,
They're
like,
trying to turn it into Roblox.
that's what I was gonna say. They're gonna try and turn it into Roblox where they can get all the kids on it, and then The big thing Roblox is doing now is they're making like licensed worlds for everything. You know, I see in every time there's a hockey game on, you get an ad about visit the NHL Roblox world and play with your friends, and it's like there's money in it. That's what the kids are doing, but kind of sad.
Kids these days.
What else we got in the media check-in?
iRacing update comes out tomorrow, which I guess is
Slinger.
Tuesday. So this podcast will already be out. They got Slinger, they got Mugello, they updated Okayama. No Rain. Which I heard like it might come out now, but they might put it out in the next update. I don't know. Maybe they'll like
They mentioned it in the I forget what they're called, like the director updates that was coming out next year.
okay.
But,
So I guess maybe it'll be like early or season 2 of 2024, I guess.
Yep. But phase 1 of the oval racing is coming out.
Yeah, so it's not like a whole new tire model or anything, but apparently the heat will change the grip levels more now, so hopefully the tracks will be more dynamic again.
Yep.
We'll see
Hopefully
how
it
that
doesn't
plays
break
out.
anything for Core in the Mooncar 24-hour.
Anything, they'll fix it before Mooncar. They won't fix it before Core because we're racing
No.
literally the day after an update.
Yeah, if
so,
there's a game-breaking thing, they typically fix it by Thursday.
yeah. I guess by the time this will be the last podcast before we do the Mooncar 24.
Mm-hmm. It's this Friday.
We're actually doing it for once. We've like talked about it every year, but we never had enough dudes. But now we got 6, which I think is plenty. So I'm racing.
hell.
Ben's in it. Cody's in it. Rusty's in it, and then we have Caleb and Blake too.
Dream team.
And we're gonna be absolute shitters. Like we're not gonna be fast or exciting or anything, but we'll have fun. Should be a good time.
I'm running the Chastain line every lap. I'm behind the wheel.
I think Travis, he's still looking for more entries. I think he said he's going to open it up again soon because he was just dealing with the current ones. He wants to get 60 cars on Martinsville for 24 hours, which will certainly be something. It'll be fun to be a part of it, I think.
Dude, if the servers can handle it, that's so impressive. Like
They're
500 dudes logging into a session. Oh my
They're going to be whittled down to half that, like 2 hours in, just with all the DNF.
But still, half that is what, 30 cars going around Martinsville? It's still
Yeah.
pack.
Look out
It's
for
like the
the
Eve Online of like iRacing events.
yeah.
I'm just picturing when we do the 12-hour caution, the midpoint, where we have 15 minutes of people getting their laps back. That's going to be fucking nuts.
Look out for the Shrimp Hub machine. Cheer us on.
Do we have
Uh,
a
custom
game made
card?
yet?
Yeah, DT, are you doing something special?
I guess so. Yeah, I haven't like thought of
I
anything in particular. I was thinking of just doing the Shrimp Hub car, like
Yeah.
the one the dog's driving.
Mm.
I think it'd look cute on a little Miata. I don't know. I don't know what
Let's do it.
I don't know how numbers work. I don't think anyone has signed up with any numbers. Because it's probably too hard to deal with it when you've got 5 guys to a team all trying to pick numbers and then 60 goddamn cars.
Yeah, Travis is managing all that, so I'm not 100% sure.
Maybe we'll run the 59.
No, do a 1-6 or a 9-11.
Jesus Christ. I was trying to think of what a Shrimp Hub number would be, but
Yeah, I think that's it.
the number 911. Jesus Christ. Might do that.
We make it a 90s Ryder truck.
Well,
It's just a yellow Ryder truck livery.
it is a
That thing would
Miata,
s-
not a Ryder truck, but it
The
would.
thing would stick out on the broadcast, like from really far away. Just a bright yellow car. Let's
Maybe I'll do it, but instead of Ryder, it says Shrimp Hub.
Mm,
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
like the Ryder font.
Yeah. There it is.
There you go.
Oh, speaking of which, Secret Santa's coming up soon. There's like 3 weeks left until Christmas.
Mm.
God damn.
I'm excited for that. Maybe we'll be able to show it this year. Maybe not.
On YouTube, they had the House of the Dragon season 2 trailer.
Oh, Hot
what?
D.
Hot D. Hot D Part 2 DP.
Did
Was it
they give
good?
a release date? Like, is it
Summer 2024.
happening? Oh, baby. That's ahead of
Yeah,
schedule, I
ever.
feel like.
I thought it was going to be spring 2024, so it's a little bit behind
Yeah.
schedule. I think the writer's strike kind of fucked him a little bit. I don't know how much editors and all that were involved in the strikes and all that, but yeah, I think it got sidelined a little bit. But yeah, I'm super excited. Has anybody watched the H Bomber guy video about plagiarism on YouTube?
No.
Not yet. But I know about
Dude, it's spicy. He goes after. He names names.
People have plagiarized shit? What do you mean?
Like I just people will take like an article that was written like 5 years ago and just like word for
Rehash
word,
it.
bar for bar, just copy paste, and that's just like the whole video. And it's like some popular videos, like Internet Historian, Illuminati, James Somerton. You know, these are like people got like millions of subs, and they just copy pasted plagiarize shit. Like Internet Historian had his video Man in Cave basically like, copyright strike because it was like copy pasted from an article. It's the first time any video that big has been copyright struck for plagiarizing an article.
Damn.
That was kind of a big fucking deal.
Someone did that to one of my YouTube videos once.
And also NASCAR's like cracked down on like
Clip show kids.
not just that, it was just like any time like you show more than 30 seconds of like a race from 2019 or 2020, they started copyright claiming them. Like I had 2 of mine get demonetized today.
What
Damn.
videos?
The one where I made like a COVID update, like, you know, just of pestilence and postponements, like just an update video, like, hey, you know, I'm going to be working a whole lot here coming up. It'd probably be fewer videos. And then there was top 10 worst tracks where there was like 33 seconds of like the 2020 Kentucky race. And
hey,
that was
moments of NASCAR still on YouTube, still monetized, baby. Go watch them.
yeah, it's yet another reason to fucking hate Kentucky Speedway. Cannot return to the earth fast enough.
A rookie's
Damn.
gonna win at Kentucky? I'll never forget that call. It was just so goofy.
Cole Custer.
I was just
Okay.
thinking, fucking Cole Custer is now an Xfinity champion along with Ben Rhodes and Ryan Blaney. They did the Ford trifecta. When's the last time one manufacturer's won all 3 damn championships?
Probably
I'm sure Chevy has done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy to me. I feel like that hasn't happened in the modern era, but that's beside the point. Any other media? Caleb wanted to talk about Scott Pilgrim, but his ass is not here. So
Fuck Scott Pilgrim. Nobody gives a
Check
shit
in on
about
it
It's
that.
next
all right.
week.
It gives everyone another week to watch it or not watch it.
An anime slap? I thought you would give a shit.
It's not anime. It's made by an American studio. Fuck them.
No, it's not. It's literally not.
I made that up. I made that up.
God,
About Scott Pilgrim.
God damn.
I
It's-
made it up for clout. What are you going to do with that?
Source, I made it up.
The old swing and a miss.
It's some big freaking studio. Science Saru. I've never heard of this before, but apparently they made a bunch of anime. You've probably heard of them, Slap.
I have not.
What? All right, never mind.
I know
I guess
this
they
is,
do suck.
I know this has been me been playing too much Lethal Company recently, but looking at Rusty's shelf to the left of his Kyle Larson late model door, the red little Among Us dude next to the blue Fall Guys dude, it looks exactly like the fucking air horn from Lethal Company from a distance.
You've been playing too much.
Yes,
You have been playing too much.
I just want the damn air horn.
Oh, speaking of like
It is a
doing
great
too
item.
much shit, dude. Like I was like the first week of like peak season at UPS was like last
yeah.
week, going into Cyber Monday and all this.
Ugh.
And like Tuesday night and Wednesday night, I had these like reoccurring fever dreams where
Oh,
I just could
no.
not, I could not find packages in the back of the truck, and I'm just like tossing and turning. I'm just like, "Where's the package? I can't find it. Where's the package?" I'm just, and I can't fucking sleep. Like literally, like Wednesday night, I might have gotten 3 hours of sleep. Honestly,
Damn.
just could not go to sleep. And then, Thursday I had the right idea. I was like, you know what? We'll fix this. Alcohol.
Something about that being always the answer.
I
Is
am
that what those
glad
are
that I
called?
have yet to have a dream about Lethal Company, because boy howdy if that was a dream.
That shit's scary.
God,
Yeah.
no, I can't have Lethal Company dreams. That'd be too scary.
The friggin' boogeyman coming to diddle you.
The slinky neck dude that was coming after
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah.
Spring neck.
Dude,
Dude,
we
that's
had.
still
I feel like some of our worst enemies recently have been those damn turrets, because we've had a couple maps where it's like, because it's randomly generated. We've had a couple where there's like a long ass hallway and then just a turret guarding the whole thing, and you're just fucked.
or it's like at the
Yeah, it's really
intersection
bad
of
about
multiple
that.
hallways where it just has a clear shot down all
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Like there was one that we were on where it was like placed in such a way where you could like make a mad dash across the hallway to like go down another hallway or something.
Yeah.
But most of the time, yeah, like you said, it just has like this perfectly unimpeded like sight line that's like long as fuck, and it's just like, nope, you can't come down here. Fuck you.
Get
There's one
sniped.
that like there's one in a pit room that I could like barely get
Yes.
past. And then I grabbed an object, and on the way back I ran out of stamina because I was sprinting with an object, and I like couldn't get out of the way in time, and I was just getting no, and it starts shooting, and I'm laid out on the ground. God. What a great game. I could literally play that all damn day.
We're going to
Yeah, we gotta end this crap so we can friggin' play Lethal
play some
Company.
Lethal Company. My little pony, my little pony.
God damn it.
Ben is never outrunning these allegations.
I guess in media
Face the
check-in
pony,
terms, Jesus Christ. This might be the first week in a long ass time that I've uploaded, Cody's uploaded, and Rusty's uploaded. Take that in.
I think that's probably the first time ever.
I would have uploaded if my fucking drive on my computer hadn't fucked up.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
I lost like
You still
5
haven't
hours
fixed
of
that
it.
yet?
No,
Or-
because after I DM'd you about it,
Mhm.
then it like magically started reworking again. So I was just like in a breakneck pace, just trying to like get the fucking video done. And then it was like copyright claim, and I just went to bed. And then I
Oh, no.
I went to bed, set my alarm for 7 a.m. I got 6 hours of sleep, and I was like, all right, re-rack it, re-edit it, put it back in there. Copyright claim, try it again. D drive has failed again. I was like, fuck you, you fucking asshole.
Well,
And
next
then-
time just
then, like,
fucking copy everything off the drive that might be dying.
I've done that now, but like it started working. It started working like randomly again, so I was just like, this is my chance. I gotta fucking get it done now. I don't have time to fucking reroute it and put it somewhere else. It's gotta be done now. And so I like got it done, and I was like, all right, cool. And then it's like copyright claim. Like who? What? It was like, yeah, an NFL play from like the 1970s. Like you showed 15 seconds of it uninterrupted. I was like, you know what? Fuck you, NFL. Fuck you and all your fucking copyright goons.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking drive up to Canton with a fucking rider truck.
No,
take you
no,
up the sides of
no,
Raw.
no.
And they're not in Canton, so
The Hall
I
of
don't know.
Fame is good enough. It's a symbolic victory.
There was, Cody, I don't know if you can say no, because there was one specific call in a game last night that had you on something similar.
that is fair.
No.
Okay, actual Animal Planet might be on winter hiatus, unless anyone has anything, because I don't think anyone's gone anywhere or done anything.
Oh, my raw salmon butter sandwich helper. He's back on the job.
Oh,
How?
no.
Not with me though, not with me. He's like a different driver. And I get this text at like 2 p.m. He's like, What's that helper you told me to watch out for? Like so and so. I was like, yep, that's him. He's like, dude, he's been barking at dogs all day. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I asked him, like, did he have like a raw salmon butter sandwich or anything? He's like, no, we've been eating raw broccoli out of a bag all day.
With the salmon juice. Probably had the salmon juice in the broccoli.
Salmon juice, just raw broccoli.
I mean, that's kind of more understandable.
It's
raw broccoli's all right. Raw salmon, stop.
Get some help.
Yeah.
God,
all right.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's Animal Planet, I guess. I mean, it's the winter. Like once it gets under,
the animals in their own hibernation right now.
Yeah.
I did have a helper today. Oh,
we gotta wait for
Joe.
DT.
Oh, we're back.
There he is.
I'm right here.
I heard the
Okay,
microwave or something.
No, that was
Yeah,
my
what was
phone like glitching out right at the same time as DT's internet went out for like a split second.
It's
stop
the
making
solar
popcorn.
flares.
Yeah, there's the solar flares.
I did have a helper today who was like trying to hide his vape pen he had with him. He was
Just
like hiding it.
ask. Just
He was
literally
like,
be like,
he was
hey
like- he was
man,
like
can I
hiding it in his,
vape?
like, fit.
Oh my
He was like-
god.
Trying to like suck on it and like blow out the window and like all this shit. I'm just like, dude, you hitting the vape? He's like, no. I'm just like, dude, you can hit the vape while we're on the truck, like driving down like between stops. Like, I don't give a fuck. And
It's so funny that he was like
wasn't even
sneaking
weed.
it.
It smelled like cotton candy. I was like, this is just nicotine, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck.
It sounds like someone might have gotten pissed, like maybe when he was with someone else in their truck and he vaped in their truck and they got mad. And we scarred.
I don't care. It's like the animals that spark up like an actual cigarette. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
All right, that's Animal Planet. With that, open some
Joker.
mail.
Send
The real
in
meat
your
of the show.
fucking mail.
And potatoes.
Wash your fucking hands, slap. Send
No, the
in
meat
your
was
fucking mail.
Lethal Company.
Send
This
them
is
in,
the
guys.
potatoes.
Wash your fucking hands, slap.
Hmm.
I don't give a fuck, man. You
What's
better
the
send
raw
those emails at this
salmon
point.
butter
Welcome
sandwich
to fan
course of
mail.
the
Fan
podcast?
mail. Fan mail. Fan
Everything
mail.
else.
This might be the shortest podcast in history. We only got 5
What is
emails.
Twitter doing
No.
is the raw salmon part of this meal.
If you have questions, comments, concerns, feedback, I don't know.
No
So send it to
feedback,
Shrimp Hours
don't do that.
Presents.
Don't comment.
ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. Don't send us feedback.
Don't like, don't subscribe, don't comment.
Yeah, either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. Jack has sent an email who says, recently, while leaving my school, I heard a couple dudes insulting each other, and there was some good shit. Then, when one dude called the other a big-ass bitch, the other dude had no other responses, so he hit him with the old kill yourself. Right?
Jesus. Is that
The
Caleb?
first dude...
So he wasn't talking to Caleb?
The first dude started going on about how he said that because he has no original comebacks. But then the dude said, brother, literally shave your wrists. I just had to talk about it because it's shave your wrists? Brilliant. Jack,
Nah, weak sauce.
I sent this in because the next time Caleb or Slap tells someone to kill themselves, the victims have a good comeback. Jack, I have unfortunate news for you. That's...
For the record, I've never told anybody to KYS.
Yeah.
Shave
Oh,
your
hold on.
wrists?
Hold on.
Only Rusty.
Jesus Christ. All right, next
Only
email
because
comes
he
in from
supports the
Kyle.
Legion. I can't let that shit stand.
You've only wished for demise via fertilizer.
CKY.
Kyle says, he says he watched my GTA Core Akos video. People actually really enjoyed that. I got some positive comments. I enjoyed
Hell
that.
yeah.
He said it reminded him a lot of Wakos, and he has a couple suggestions. An Indy Oval would be cool, as well as maybe a road course. An Indy Oval would actually be kind of sick.
I think we got plenty of road courses.
Go-karts or even a bike track, just to be stupid event that decides a championship one way or another. We did do some go-karting, but it wasn't very fun because I made those tracks and they kind of sucked. I don't know about bikes,
Except for
though.
one.
No, that
Yeah,
first
that one
go-kart-
track is good.
Yeah.
Anyway, my question of the week is: what is your favorite racing game that is not NASCAR related? Mine is
Flat Out
Wreckfest.
2, which was like a precursor to Flat Out or Wreckfest, if you ask me.
Yeah, favorite racing game that is not NASCAR related for me is just favorite racing game.
I put a shit ton of hours into Forza 4 back in the day.
I was gonna say of all time, it's gonna be Gran Turismo 4.
Mine's Gran Turismo 4.
Yeah.
Flat Out
I've
2.
recently been addicted to a game called You Suck at Parking, and I'm just going to throw that out there because it's obscure and I've been obsessed.
I've seen it like show up on Steam before, but I've never like been interested enough to click it. But
The
that's
most
one of those
addicting game I've
games.
played in 2 years.
I just recall us playing something else, but you playing that in Discord, and after like 2 hours of silence, getting pissed and then going to bed. So it sounds like a good game.
Yeah, just radio silence from Rusty.
We like forgot he was there.
That is out of our. Dude, this game sucks. And this goes to bed.
The best game I've ever played.
All right. The next email comes in from
I
Silk
gotta say, like
Striders.
Halo Warhog races, they were also like, top tier back in the day.
Yeah, my favorite racing game, Halo.
Hey, Beetle Adventure Racing on N64.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Wave Racer.
Silt Striders says, "Hello, y'all. Hope all the shrimps are doing well. You know, I've got an Animal Planet story for y'all. So things around 2019, I was at a local flea market in my old state that I lived in for about 17 years, and I saw an Alan Kulwicki Pit Crew display for like $10. And I said to a local friend who was with me, 'Hey, that's a cool piece.' Then I heard a guy behind me, and he said that he would buy that display, but remove the Kulwicki car and put a Chase Elliott in it. I wanted to turn around, cuss him out for saying that about Alan Kulwicki, but I just walked on and mumbled to myself. But I was so close to throwing out an F-bomb to that dude. He was like in his 50s, I would say, but man, it triggered a nerve or two of mine. Anyway, it's a bit of a long one, but I hope it was something good for the podcast."
A Chase Elliott stand in his 50s trying to.
Kill this man. Send him to Brazil.
Jesus.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Carl writes in.
Mr. Electric, send this man to the Shadow Realm now.
Carl writes in, "Hi, Shrimps. He said, I love the GTA video drive-through put up on YouTube. Great tracks, man. Shout out to Ben and This Moment, and has provided a link to a YouTube video of my own YouTube video at a specific moment."
Might be
The one where I hit the pole.
No, actually.
Oh.
I don't actually know which moment this is. I won't do the audio because it's a whole thing. Oh, this is Ben
I
getting
tried to send it
squeezed.
through.
Yeah, Ed getting cheese wedged and sent over the fence. This race with the stadium trucks might be the worst thing we've ever taken part in. And there's
I
shout
think
to
there
Ed
was
getting
2
back in the truck.
explosions in this race.
Dude,
Yeah.
Rusty just straight up blew up at one point.
Rusty did literally die
I think it's right
in
here.
this race.
I think it's like literally right here. Or
We
coming
got
up.
we got this big old mess. I think maybe it was a lap before, but yeah, that whole race was, it was something. I'm glad you guys appreciated that. I guess I don't know. I could put like a bonus video with that little 4 race championship we did after, but it wouldn't be as good as this one, so I might not.
No.
Anyways, Carl says, "I'm loving the sends, not loving Caleb's driving. Caleb drives like the scum in your lobby who connects blasting Kanye through their shitty headset mic and then proceeds to drive like shit, have the worst internet connection known to man, and wreck you out of first place by desyncing into you at warp speed. Can't win
If
a
you
race
think
by
it's bad-
racing, just like Ryan Blaney. I
you
agree
think
with
it's
Ben.
bad-
Hashtag ban Caleb from GTA." From Carl.
Yeah, if you think it's bad watching it,
agree.
just imagine racing against him.
I'm
Except
so
in-
glad that we can show the general public how much of an animal this guy is in every game that he plays.
Except in Caleb's case, it's not the bad internet that takes you out; it's just him being an animal. Just
Yeah.
like in every regard of the word, in every. definition.
Can we just say it's not just video games, it's real life too. When we were playing putt in Indy, he like once he got behind, he would just randomly start hitting the ball in like random directions, like God damn it, fuck, God damn it, fuck. It would like be 14 strokes like per hole. I was like,
Oh my.
Once he knows he's going to lose, he's just bored, so he's got to do something.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
Zoomer TikTok addled brain has to do something to like entertain himself. He knows he's lost, so he's just knocking the ball around. Like, fuck. I'm like, dude, just play the fucking game like a normal human being. You absolute troglodyte. You Neanderthal.
I love the term troglodyte.
That's not the first time Slap has dropped a good old
He used it to
troglodyte
refer
on the
to Elon
podcast.
Musk once, and I had to look it up because I didn't know what the fuck it meant. I was like, is Slap gonna get canceled for what he just said? Oh no, it's just like a caveman.
It's an
That's like the
ancient
little prehistoric little thing that all the
horseshoe
life.
crab.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's an ancient, like, just
It's like the bottom of the like
Redundant.
tree of life.
it's a redundant, like, genetic dead end, you know.
Oh, it's a dead end. I thought it was the thing that everything came from, but that's even better.
No, it's just like that, like, ended up being like the
Genetic dead
horseshoe crab, and then it just stopped. It just never like ascended beyond that point.
That must be the worst insult I've ever heard for anyone. A genetic dead end.
Oh, they even have troglodyte on the Oxford Dictionary listed as a person who is regarded as being deliberately ignorant.
That's
Caleb.
perfect. That's Caleb.
Oh,
right
so
there.
troglodytes are humans. I guess I mixed them up with whatever that.
You're thinking of those
stupid little thing is.
trilobites, like those.
That's what I'm thinking
trilobites.
of. Trilobites, not troglodytes. God damn it.
like those little horseshoe crab things.
A troglodyte is a human cave dweller.
Yeah, like a caper. That's what I thought. I was confused when you start talking about like crabs. I was like, what?
Genetic
No.
dead end is a perfect description for this podcast.
It's a great title, by the way, too.
Yeah, that's the title.
Done.
Genetic dead end. Yeah, we're getting like pretty late in this podcast, and we hadn't had a name yet. I'm glad to contribute.
We have one more email to read, and you already know who it's from. Andrew R. from Down Under says, "Evening, all y'all. So regarding Caleb and Cody's perfectly justified rants in episode 72, I'd like to present the solution. I guess this was the truck bed thing. He says, as my
The
ute died,
final solution, if you will.
we are back to... I have to edit that out, right?
No,
No.
Okay. He says, as my ute died, we are back to one car. I have no intent to replace it with a wank Panzer Brodozer. I guess that's one of those pickup trucks. Those are popping off in Australia now. Everyone's buying friggin' four-door tradies.
I don't
he says-
remember what my pickup truck rant was in the last one. I don't know if it's the.
We're just talking about how stupid and big they are and how the beds are smaller.
I was certainly ranting about a lot of things in the last episode. I don't know if pickup trucks is one of them though.
All right. He says that means that
left like
the one car we have in my house is it's a 2015 Mazda 2 with 130 horsepower. This is like a Ben machine. Also, or whatever. I'm not gonna. Oh, that's the wrong button. Hold on. It's a friggin' Mazda 2, dude. This thing it's dinky. You don't even get these in the US because they're smaller than a Mazda 3.
Yeah.
And this is basically like Ben's
Yeah, it's pretty much a Fiesta.
Fiesta.
So it's weird seeing the
Only
steering wheel on
better
the right
design,
side.
most likely.
Yeah. These are Demios in Japan. We used to get Mazda 2s over here, but I guess not anymore. But yeah.
Thanks, America.
He says
I
it
do
has a
have
bit
to
of
say
battle. What's up?
I do have to say the modern Utes on the track with those dinky little tires is just
In Super Utes, yeah.
yeah.
He says it has a bit of battle damage. He hit a wombat at 60 miles an hour on the Snowy Mountains Highway.
Oh, no.
You know what?
He says the wombat exploded and went to Wombat Valhalla immediately.
A wombat is one of those names I've always heard, but I don't know what the fuck it is. Oh no, one of these fucking things.
It's one of
Like
those
a
little friggin'
tiny capybara.
they're kinda cute.
Capybara.
oh, little baby.
Oh, so that's what the little look at the
Oh man.
yeah. On the bottom right of the bumper.
That's the
there,
last
you can see.
remains of a wombat's existence right there.
He was unfortunately a genetic dead end.
the
He
music.
says he's 6 feet tall,
Sorry.
and Mrs. R is 5'6". but he says he feels fine. We've driven this from Sydney to Perth and back. Long distances are a problem. Perth is about 4,000 kilometers away. Yeah, that is literally like driving across the U.S.
I was about to say, aren't those like on the other side of the continent from each other?
He says long distances are a problem, but then he says driving long distances in a nicely designed car is a joy. Size of the car is irrelevant. Okay.
Hey, you.
He says most of the time people are just getting groceries and carrying kids around. The Mazda 2 is perfectly fine for that. I agree. More telling though is that I've fit a 9-kilogram top-loading washing machine in the trunk. This is all the space that most people need most of the time. I agree. And it's fun. It's a 6-speed manual, even though first and sixth are useless. And apparently he's taken the car out on track days. This is what you people need. P.S. Cool is about caring what other people think.
What do you mean by
Mazda
you
2 is
people?
cool. He knows. Truck people. Friggin' dudes who drive solo to work in an F-250 and then put their groceries in the back seat because the bed is useless.
The real
All that
question
just
I
to
have,
not rent a van when they have to move a couch once every year.
The real question I have is how many carts does that car fit?
Do you carry carts in your car? Hold on.
You gotta put them somewhere.
I mean, if you're going to be taking them 20 miles out in the middle of nowhere and pushing them in a river, you got to be able to fit that cart somehow.
It's true. All right, and with that, this might be the worst podcast we've ever put out. Where's the music?
Well, the
There it
title
is.
certainly fits this video.
Genetic dead end.
Yeah.
You guys are just thinking about Lethal Company the whole time.
That's
Yeah,
literally it.
I'm
Like, I
loading
literally
up
want to
right
end
now.
the show and play friggin' Lethal Company.
All right,
I'm
let's-
sorry.
let's do it.
I'm sorry if you expected more from us. It's just not happening. Not this week. Maybe next week, but not this week.
Yeah, we got scrap to collect and monsters to avoid.
There's no friggin' Caleb crackhead energy. and we're all
Monsters to be
falling
diddled
asleep.
by.
Hey, Gabe Wood didn't come in midway to extend this.
That's
time.
true. Gabe Wood didn't interrupt our podcast. It's the first time that's happened in a little bit. Anyway,
Jesus.
this was
Strong
still
Discord Part 3.
this was still unfortunately the worst one ever and the last one ever. So everyone say bye. Am I too pessimistic? Want to scare viewers off? Oh, I got our Spotify Wrapped, and there's 20 of you with us as your #1 podcast. Please seek help.
Animals.
Oh my god.